On this edition of Memphis Energized, using alternative fuels to power company vehicles puts MLGW in the national spotlight. Encouraging women to pursue non-traditional careers and a race that powers imagination, creativity, and fun. We'll talk about those stories and more on this edition of Memphis Energized. Hello everyone and welcome to Memphis Energized. I'm Jane Segal. We have a special guest with us today in the studio, Sean Posey, who is a regional urban forester with the Department of Agriculture, the Tennessee Department of Agriculture. He's here to talk about a beautiful growing asset in our community, trees. Welcome, Sean, and thank you for being with us today. The number one cause for electric outages in the Memphis area is tree damage from fallen limbs. Therefore, MLGW encourages individuals to plant the right tree in the right site so it will not grow into power lines. Often homeowners don't think about how big that little sapling they bring home from the nursery can actually get. Can you give us some examples of native trees that may grow to 20 feet or more at maturity, Sean?
There are several native trees that grow 20 feet or more. You know, all of your oak trees, your maples, your elms, your hickories, they all grow 20 feet up to 100 feet. So these are not the appropriate trees to plant under your power lines.
Now, MLGW recommends 25 feet of space from overhead lines for trees that grow to 20 to 40 feet at maturity, and for trees that grow larger than that, at least 40 feet. So for someone with a smaller property, they may want to plant a tree that grows to a limited height and a spread. Can you give us examples of more compact species?
More compact trees would be your smaller trees and also your shrubs, but your dogwoods, your crepe myrtles, which Memphis has.
Beautiful.
Beautiful crepe myrtles. You want to stay in that small to medium range of heights, and medium heights sometimes they get a little larger than 40, so you need to do your research on that and find out if that tree is growing larger than 40 feet. But let's stick with the small trees and the medium-sized trees. Yeah,
and a lot of homeowners may not think about that because you think, oh, okay, this is going to be a beautiful tree. Let me just plant it so it'll look great in my yard.
Right.
Yeah. Now, for viewers with mature trees, if the branches threaten power lines within the utility's 20-foot right-of-ways, they will be trimmed.
Right.
Now, all branches are cut flush with the supporting trunk so that no stub is left. And in your professional opinion, does this pose a threat to the tree?
This does not pose a threat to the tree. It does not look aesthetically pleasing to the public, but actually lateral pruning is the proper way of trimming trees. Topping and stubbing, you are inviting some type of sickness or some type of illness to those trees. So cutting back to the main stem so they can callus over is the proper way of trimming trees.
Okay, so topping and stubbing, explain that again.
Topping and stubbing, to explain it and make it real simple, is when you cut a tree's limb off, it's going to try to recoup what was lost. So by recouping, it tries to grow that piece back, but it flushes out a lot of suckers. So when you flush out a lot of suckers, that's an abnormality, and it causes sores. It's like a cancer. It grows back into that tree, and that tree is eventually going to start declining, depending on whether you get some type of fertilization, some type of injection from a professional. But a lot of times those trees are going to decline over a period of years, not over a short period, but over a 10-year period of time, you would actually see that tree start to decline.
Now, trees provide natural shade and natural beauty, of course, and they can reduce utility bills. They're a natural habitat for small animals. As I know so well, I have 2 big trees in my yard, and really I think the squirrels, you know, they throw the acorn. I think they just throw the acorns down. They hit my car, and I'm complaining now because I've got dents in my car. And I think they're from, you know, the acorns, which sound like, you know, rocks being thrown at my trees. But it's important to take care of the trees, of course. And what are some general care tips to keep trees healthy and properly maintained, because we know we have the, the squirrels and other wildlife who, they make nests in the trees.
Right. The trees are a provider for our wildlife, so trees are good for wildlife. They also, they reduce our power bills. They help us with storm runoff. That's one reason why we have so much flooding now, because we've taken away that green asset to become pumps to take in some of that water. One of the main things is to go out and scout your yard. Go out, get an observation of what's going on. If you see some abnormalities out there, then contact a certified arborist, and he would come out and give you some insight on what you need to do, and you move forward from there.
Okay, thank you, Sean, so much. You've provided just very good information. We appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with us.
Yes.
Now, if you have a question about MLGW's line clearance policy, you can view it on the web or call 320-1438 to report a problem like a tree interfering with or in direct contact of power lines. Call 544-6549. Green practices have garnered national attention. MLGW was recently named one of the top 3 combined energy providers in the South for environmental dedication in the 2015 Residential Utility Trusted Brand and Customer Engagement Survey. Conducted by Cogent Energy Reports, the survey measures operational satisfaction, product experience, and brand trust among utility customers across the country. 125 of the largest utility companies are included, and MLGW was the only 3-service company among the environmental category's top performers. In addition, Government Green Fleet selected the division for its 100 Best Fleets in North America list. Placing 46th, MLGW was lauded for owning and operating a diverse fleet of alternative fuel vehicles. These trucks and cars are used by employees for service calls, field inspections, and project deployments. The fleet includes more than 200 flex fuel vehicles, which utilize unleaded gasoline or ethanol fuel, 36 compressed natural gas trucks, 24 hybrid vehicles powered by unleaded gasoline, and a lithium battery. 4 Nissan Leaf plug-in electric cars powered 100% by lithium-ion batteries, and 1 plug-in heavy-duty bucket truck. A project currently underway will help illuminate a section of our viewing area. Here's Leila Garlington to tell us more about the installation of streetlights in the South Cordova area.
Since this summer, crews have been working diligently installing streetlights in South Cordova. The project stretches across several major streets in the Annex community.
It is actually a pretty good section of South Cordova, covering from Walnut Grove, Forest Hill Irene area, Sanga, and Baysmore are the main streets.
Residents are delighted to see the new LED lamps on their blocks. They say it makes them feel more secure at night.
I think they're great. We've waited for them for so long, and especially my house, I live across from a wooded lot, so it's really dark at night. And this is going to be a great addition to the neighborhood for safety and for so many other reasons. I think everybody's real excited about it.
Crews should be finished lighting up the area with 680 new poles by July 2016. For Memphis Energized, I'm Leila Garlington.
Thank you, Leila. The Department of Labor projects qualified utility workers will be in high demand for many years to come because of baby boomers aging out of the workforce. MLGW wants to encourage women to consider these skilled trade and technical positions. In November, the utility conducted a Non-Traditional Careers for Women forum to showcase positions where men currently dominate. On average, these jobs typically pay 20 to 30% more than women-dominated fields. Here's Richard Thompson with more on the event, which promoted trading in high heels for a hard hat.
I was overwhelmed when I walked in this morning and saw all the women here. It was just great. It was absolutely amazing.
Sylvia King Blackwell, who is currently unemployed and looking to re-enter the workforce, was one of about 150 women present at MLGW's Non-Traditional Career Forum for Women held at the Salvation Army Kroc Center in November.
I learned of all the non-traditional job opportunities available for women at MLGW. I was not aware of that prior to coming to today, so that has been very interesting and informative.
Non-traditional careers for women are considered those positions where women make up less than 25% of the labor. Susan Jenkins has worked at the division for almost 30 years, serving in various non-traditional roles. She is currently a general foreman, supervising 50 men in gas distribution. Her area is responsible for constructing and maintaining gas lines. Jenkins shared her on-the-job experiences as a facilitator and mentor at the event. She's a firm believer that women can work in male-dominated fields, but advises prospects to be prepared.
You do need to be fit. You need to be willing to get dirty. You need to be willing to work out in the hot, the cold, the extreme weather, the rain. You've got to want to work. You have to earn your job. You are working with the majority of men. The men will help you along. We will train you. But yes, you have to be tough. If you ever worked on a farm, I was raised on a small farm. I was used to getting dirty. I enjoyed being outside. And I say, hey, that's the job for me. And here I am 28 years later and intend to be in here a long time.
In addition to current MLGW employees who facilitated workshops, the forum featured education vendors and other agencies to assist attendees with creating a skilled or technical career path.
We have ITT Technical School, we have Tennessee Technology School is also here. We have Pride Staff, which is one of our partners in hiring employees to work with us at Memphis Light, Gas and Water. We have the Veterans Affairs Department, they're here. And we're just, More Tech is here. So we have a great array of people that support the work that the women would do here at the company.
Forum goers were also treated to inspiring keynote speakers. In the morning, Lee Shockey, CEO and chairman of Drexel Chemical Company, spoke. For the afternoon luncheon, the keynote speaker was Nicole Bradford, a Lucite executive. Hopefully, the event will encourage more women to pursue jobs as painters, utility workers, mechanics, as well as other skilled and technical professions where women are underrepresented. For Memphis Energized, I'm Richard Thompson.
Thank you, Richard. To learn more about career opportunities at Memphis Light, Gas and Water, go to mlgw.com/about/job opportunities. With so many scams nowadays, you can never be too cautious. But MLGW wants customers to know that there are legitimate surveyors working in our community to ensure the integrity of our natural gas delivery. This legally mandated survey is over the full length of the gas service from the street to the meter. Heath Consultants is the contractor employed to perform these checks. Their employees can be identified by their MLGW safety vests and MLGW identification badges. In the event that they are unable to get to your gas meter, you may receive a phone call from a Heath Consultants representative to arrange access. This phone call may originate from Heath's Nashville office and therefore shows a 615 area code on your caller ID. Please answer any inquiries from Heath and help us to ensure the safety of our community by working with Heath to access your gas meter and conduct a complete leak survey. If you have questions, please call 544-6549. Don't go away. There's more Memphis Energized after the break. Stay tuned.
If I don't find something soon, my lights are going to get turned off.
How am I gonna cook for these guys with no power?
I've already applied for so many jobs. I hope I can get this one so I can pay my utility bill.
What's this? Well, there's the perfect way to help my family and friends. Help someone you care about through MLGW's Gift of Comfort program. Call 544-6549. Visit mlgw.com/giftofcomfort.
Connect with MLGW.
We can help.
Go to MLGW.com for bill payment, analysis, service transfers, outage updates, and more. Connect to us on Facebook to share comments and ask questions. On Twitter, you can give us a tweet. Connect to our blog for news and updates.
Watch how-to videos on YouTube.
Connect by downloading iPhone apps. Get text message reminders. Stay connected with MLGW. We can help.
George.
Yes, dear.
George. George.
What now, Gladys?
That man next door is digging again.
Not again.
I bet he didn't call 811 before he dug. George, what does gas smell like?
Know what's below. MLGW reminds you to call 811 before you dig, even for small projects.
Welcome back, everyone. It's become an annual event, but this year it was held in conjunction with the University of Memphis School of Engineering on their campus. It's the Ablazing Race, a solar car competition which puts area's students' ingenuity in the spotlight. To tell us more about the event and which teams crossed the finish line, here's Jared Taylor.
Today we came here to race our solar cars, which is purely powered on the sun. So we built that and tested it, and now we're here racing it.
Abigail and her classmates from Collierville Middle School were among 19 teams competing in the Ablazing Solar Car Race, sponsored by MLGW and held at the U of M campus in the fall. The competition gave middle and high school students a chance to apply principles learned in the classroom.
Well, today we're partnering with the University of Memphis on Engineering Day, which they refer to as E-Day. This is an event MLGW has been doing for the past 3 years, but today we wanted to partner with the University of Memphis on Engineering Day to really focus on engineering as a profession.
For the race, students receive basic supplies to construct their solar vehicles.
The kids put a lot of imagination into these race cars. They're made from a lot of different things. I mean, the solar panel is common and the motor is common, but coming up with the wheels and the chassis, that's left to their creativity. And you'll see milk cartons and egg cartons and Girl Scout cookie boxes and solar cars made out of all sorts of things. And the key is minimizing the weight, minimizing the friction, so the car will run easy and fast, even when there's a cloud cover like there is today.
In addition to materials, MLGW engineers offered entrants a little coaching prior to the race.
We provided workshops for the students discussing different engineering principles such as aerodynamics and friction to help them build their vehicles. And that was really fun getting to go and see them, at the workshops, put everything together. So
there's a lot of preparation involved, but even with all the planning, race day proved challenging this year. The sun stayed hidden by clouds, but overcast skies didn't dampen anyone's spirit.
Oh, my kids are so excited. They're in the STEM class for science, technology, engineering, and math. And just seeing everything that they can do and preparing them for high school and then being able to visit all of the exhibits out here and seeing what you can do being in science and technology.
The top winners for the day were White Station Middle, who had the fastest car and also earned a nod from the judges for best reuse of materials. Houston Middle got top honors for the best documentation of their solar car project. In the high school division, Bartlett won first place for speed, and their car was also recognized for best reuse of materials. East High had the best notebook. Organizers hope students' excitement and enthusiasm for the race will stay with them for years to come, hopefully kindling a desire to pursue a STEM career.
At MLGW, we have about 150 engineering positions. And we really like to have as many local people become engineers at MLGW as possible. And it's important to get kids interested in engineering at an early age, such as middle school and high school.
One student's already been inspired to pursue a career in the sciences, although it's not with MLGW.
I'm kind of veering through the medical field. I want to be an anesthesiologist when I grow up.
For Memphis Energized, I'm Jared Taylor.
Thank you, Jared. Due to regulatory changes by the banking industry, beginning November 15th, MLGW can no longer allow customers to make phone payments by entering their banking or credit card information. This change protects customers from identity theft and reduces fraud when using the Interactive Voice Response IVR system. With this new change, customers must first create an IVR login or phone pay ID and PIN using MLGW website's My Account feature. My Account will store payment preferences and make bill paying via the phone easier. If you haven't used it before, you'll need to activate My Account before you can create your IVR login and PIN. To get started, go to MLGW.com. My Account is the top left-hand corner. You will need your 16-digit account number, your My Account access code found on your utility bill, and an email address. Fill out the online form, including an IVR login and PIN, and you're set to make phone payments hassle-free. MLGW wants to help you save energy and money during the winter months by performing simple tasks that can help reduce your bill. Here's Memphis Energized Candace Spicer with steps you can take to stay comfortable and conserve energy.
When Old Man Winter drops his calling card on the Mid-South, everyone braces for the big chill. But there are ways you and your family can stay warm and save money this winter. Here's how. Set your thermostat at 68 degrees or lower when you're home. Every degree above 68 can add 4% to your heating bills. Buy a programmable thermostat and program in lower temperatures when needed. Wear layered clothing and thick socks to keep warm. At bedtime, lower your thermostat and add extra blankets. Close garage doors, cover foundation vents, and close off vents and doors to seldom used rooms. Keep curtains and blinds closed at night and on cloudy days. Keep them open on sunny days for warmth. Place rolled up towels inside against the bottom of exterior doors and window sills to block wintry drafts. Adjust your water heater temperature to 120 degrees or warm. Make sure delivery and return vents are open in the rooms you use and closed in the unused rooms. In a multi-story home, open vents on the lower floor and partially closed vents on upper stories. If extremely cold weather is forecast, leave faucets dripping slightly and open cabinet doors beneath sinks to circulate warm air. Wrap exposed water pipes with insulation to prevent them from freezing. When temperatures are cold, be sure to check on your elderly neighbors. A final tip: prepare your family to make energy-saving adjustments that will get you through the higher costs during the winter season. For more specific advice on how to prepare, call 528-4968 for a free Energy Savers Guide.
Thank you, Candace. Do you like the idea of knowing how much your utility bill is going to be even before you receive it? Then sign up for MLGW's budget billing program. With budget billing, you'll know how much your bill will be and pay the same amount each month. Signing up for budget billing is easy. When you enroll in the program, MLGW analyzes your previous year's total usage, adjusts for rate changes and weather conditions, and then divides the total into 12 monthly installments. Sign up now. It's easy to apply. Call 544-6549, visit one of MLGW's community offices, or go online to MLGW.com to download an application. Are you looking for an even easier way of keeping up with your utility bill? Then look no further than your cell phone for MLGW text alerts. Customers can sign up to receive text message notifications of billing due dates and possible impending cutoffs. Customers can register for the program at MLGW.com/text alerts. To help keep emergency lines clear for those life-threatening situations, customers are reminded to use 528-4465 only for emergencies. MLGW deemed emergencies are considered things such as gas leaks, downed electric wires, broken water mains inside a building, or unsafe street barricades. If you need to stop, start, or transfer service, call the Customer Care Center at 820-7878 Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Any other account inquiries can be addressed by calling 544-MLGW. And if typing rather than talking is more convenient for you, then you can get your questions answered with just the click of a mouse. MLGW's web chat feature for residential customers can be found at MLGW.com. Web chat is available for all residential customers from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Web chat provides a full range of service options, including the option to make payment arrangements. And as always, customers can send any of their utility-related questions and feedback to MLGW Customer Care at MLGW.org. MLGW has now added credit card machines to all of its community offices to expand payment options for customers. Customers can make those payments with Visa, MasterCard, or Discover Card. Credit card payments made at a community office are posted immediately. For your safety and to protect our employees, please remember to use caution when driving in a utility work zone. These zones located throughout the city don't have to be dangerous if you use caution. Now, many times you'll see crews working near streets and highways when installing gas mains or working on overhead or underground power lines. Utility work zones are clearly marked with signs or work zone flaggers, so please pay attention. And remember, speed limits may be reduced in work zones. Thanks for helping to keep our employees safe so we can do the best work for you. We've covered a lot in this edition of Memphis Energized, and I hope you've learned a lot and will join us next time. And remember to join us online at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and at MLGW.com. Until next time, I'm Jane Segal, and thanks for watching.